Well, guys, another October, another year where we're just watching the playoffs from home. Now, we did have a chance to end up snagging one of those last wildcard spots, but unfortunately, just didn't put it together in September. I mean, you look at a lot of those L's there, especially every single Saturday. At least we usually bounce back on Sunday, but definitely not enough to be able to actually get one of those wildcard spots. Now, as for us, though, we actually ended the year pretty well, especially for a 75-87 team. And we ended up 8-5, 2.91 ERA, 69 strikeouts in 86.2 innings. Now, we did have a 1.22 whip, and that pretty much remained constant for the last month. But we're looking to improve on that in the next season. But if we do, and we're able to get a full season of work in, I think that we might be a playoff team next season. We have enough pieces on this team where we could potentially snag the wild card spot. Maybe not the NL East, but we do have a chance of potentially getting into the playoffs. Now, we're going to end up simming through the offseason. We're going to see what ends up happening, and hopefully we can get into spring training pretty quickly. Now, it looks like the Dodgers ended up defeating the Rangers in the 2025 World Series. Congratulations. Did we really expect anything different? I sure as hell didn't. So let's begin the offseason here. Now, looking at a lot of the retirements here, a lot of them are based on ability. Now, Verlander ends up retiring due to age. I mean, he had a really phenomenal career. So, dude, honestly, hats off to you. Strasburg ended up going out due to ability, but honestly, come on, man. He had a great career as well, and he definitely, if anything, probably went out to injury because that shoulder and elbow just got to be killing him at this point. But other than that, though, no other really big names that ended up retiring. And it looks like Scherzer ended up being a 2025 inductee. Interesting, because did he retire in the middle of this? It looks like his years played were to 25. I don't know how he's eligible for the Hall of Fame at this point, but regardless, he still put together a really Hall of Fame career, let's be honest here. But as we work through the offseason, let's see, we have a new contract offer. Really excited to see what ends up happening. A 1-year contract from the Mets. Not bad, but come on, man. We were the best pitcher in the last half of the season. Feel like we deserve a little bit more. I know we're not really going to get more than 1 year, but maybe we can at least get $800,000. I feel like we definitely deserve it. And thankfully they end up accepting, so we're going to be a Met for at least 1 more year. And thankfully none of that stuff is really going to matter for now. Again, we have the 1-year contract here with the Mets, and hopefully we can end up getting one of the spots here. And would you look at that? Look at our new ace. We got Dylan Cease on this team. We also have Senga. We also have Peterson, us, and then Manea as well. So honestly, it might be important to actually play these games, but I think I might actually sim through spring training and get to the season because, again, we pitch well enough that I think we deserve to be up in the MLB, so hopefully they'll allow us to stay up there. And thankfully for us, that is the case. So it looks like Cease is actually taking the season opener against Jordan Montgomery and the St. Louis Cardinals. We start with a 3-game set against them, and it really looks like we're going to be the 4th starter. And honestly, with the talent that we have in our rotation, I don't blame them. So it looks like our first game is going to be against the Cincinnati Reds. So maybe we'll play 2 games in this one, but honestly, it might just be a 1-game set. Thought that the offseason was going to be a little more, I don't want to say frantic, but maybe a little more, I guess, maybe eventful. But apparently that wasn't the case. But you know what? Let's get through this, and let's see if we can end up taking that first game of that set against Cincinnati. Now, thankfully for us, we end up picking up the win in that first game. Gotta love Dylan Cease, although it did look like it was a pretty high-scoring game. But either way, I think we're going to work on the control of our splitter because, again, we've really worked on our slurve. Our changeup is great, so is our fastball. If we can develop that 4th pitch, I think we're going to be even more deadly than we are right now. And it looks like we end up taking that first series 2-1. Love that. And again, we are going to be taking this first game against Cincinnati, and it is a home game as well. So I'm really excited to play in front of our home crowd. Now, looking at their lineup, though, looks like there's only 1 player on their team. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. 3 players on their team over 80, but Matt McLain, definitely an 87 and the best player on their team. But don't let the overalls fool you. I still think that this is a really talented lineup, and hopefully we can go out there and win our season opener. So it's a rainy night in New York as we end up taking on these Cincinnati Reds. Jake Fraley up first. Let's see if we can start the season on a really, really good note. That is not the way to start. That's okay, though. You know what? What can we say? We kind of simulated through spring training. Means that, yeah, we didn't really get the practice that we needed. At least, you know, for us personally. But there we go. We end up getting one out on that one. You gotta love that. So let's see if we can keep this up here. We're a little early now, and as you guys can tell by probably all the graphics and everything, we're on a new Xbox now. Really, really happy about that. So I need to just get used to the different timing for this, because again, that Xbox One was not doing me any favors. Let's see if we can finish him on the slurve here, though. That looks good. And unfortunately, he ends up fouling that off. But again, we have an 0-2 count right here. We just worked on that split. Let's see if we can get that right here. And we're going to make sure to throw that out of the zone. Ooh. Well, that wasn't necessarily as out of the zone as we wanted. And unfortunately, that is going to be a base hit up the middle. Thankfully, we were kind of backing up there. Best hitter in their lineup is up to bat now. A little rough. He's got some speed over at first. Let's just make sure that he doesn't steal. As he did right there. And unfortunately, he is going to be safe. So the double play is not going to be in order here. So let's see if we can strike him out. That'd be a great way to start. Going 2-0 is not a way to strike him out, but that's what we ended up doing. And we're brushing him off the plate. Got a 3-0 count now. Let's just make sure we get something in the zone. And that is not one of them. That is a low changeup. And that is going to be a walk. The only good thing about that, though, is now at least we are set up for a potential double play. Just got to make sure we keep the ball low, just like that right there. And if we do, again, usually produces some kind of ground ball. And if we can get that, should be a double play. Let's go with the slurve. Feels good. There we go. That looks just as good as I don't even know. But let's go with the fastball up and in. Finish him off. No, I thought maybe he was going to do that looking for the slurve, but not the case. Let's go fastball down and in one more time. Oh, he doesn't bite at that. So let's go slurve down the middle. Finish him off. Let's go. That's going to be a ground ball. 5, 4, 3, double play, baby, and we get out of that first inning with 2 base runners on, but still no runs. And now we got the 2021 Rookie of the Year, Jonathan India, up to bat. Let's see if we can get him out here. He's the number 5 hitter for them right now, so that doesn't really necessarily mean anything. We're just gonna have to try to get him out. And honestly, it shouldn't be incredibly difficult. Again, the way that we're pitching, actually, it's going to be more difficult than I thought. Too bad we're not pitching the way that we ended last season, honestly. Man, we don't pick up that slurve. That had no rotation. So let's go with the changeup. Just elevate this one a little bit. There we go. Just to be able to get the strike. Full count. Let's finish him with the slurve. Let's get him. There it is. No, that's okay, though. That's still a ground ball. At least that's an out. Not a strikeout, but an out. And I literally just noticed that we ended up putting up a run that inning. I love that. Great pitch, but just a little outside. So let's go with the split here. That's perfect. Perfectly right at belt level to be taken out of the park. Thankfully, he fouled it off instead. Now we got the changeup, just unfortunately down and out. So let's go split. Again, that was kind of working earlier. So let's get it in there again. We pick up a strike on that one. Now we got a 2-2 count in the second inning. Let's finish him off with the changeup down and out. There it is. Not going to hit. Nah, not going to swing at that. That never got anywhere close to the zone. So let's go with that out pitch. Let's go with that slurve. And that's going to be a foul ball. Interesting. Maybe we go split then. Maybe that's the out pitch. We'll see. That is not an out pitch. That is a double. Assuming that it's going to be a double. It sure is, and yeah. Got a base runner on second with 1 out. This is very reminiscent of last inning. So maybe we can get a very similar outcome. And by that, I mean be able to get out of the inning with no runs whatsoever. Please catch that. Thank you is probably going to advance him to third. Wow, no, he didn't even go on. A great throw from center field. And thankfully, we have 2 outs with only a guy on second. Now, 8-hitter, let's just make sure that we get him out here because I do not want to have to deal with 2 guys on again, especially to end the inning. Not good, man. But you know what? Let's get him with that slurve. That's something that always seems to work against righties. It would have worked better if that would not have been left in. So let's do a makeup pitch on this one, and let's get him out on this one, down and out. He ain't going to swing at that, though. Rough. So what do we do here? He's seen a lot of off-speed. We have not been confident with the fastball, but if we go up and in, I think we can strike him out this time. He's looking slurve. Well, apparently he was not, but he camps under that, and that is going to be out number 3 of the inning. Again, we get out with no runs. Still haven't struck anyone out yet. It'd be nice to really kind of, get that first one of the season, but as long as we're not getting up runs, happy. Is that a bit of a lie? Maybe a little bit, but again, I just want the win, especially on opening day here at Citi Field. And giving up hits like that is not necessarily the way to do it. Because again, I think that first series was in St. Louis. So again, first one at home. Really nice that they get a chance to see us and a 1-0 game in the 3rd inning here. Let's get it. Get foul. Thank you. That just barely goes foul. Let's go circle change down and out. At the very least, we can get a ground ball here. Wow, he ended up making some contact. That's rough for us because I was hoping that was going to be our out pitch. Let's go slurve, though. Why not? Beautiful. But he doesn't swing at it. That's okay, though. Because, again, 0-2 count, we did not want something in the zone. Truly did not. That was actually a really good pitch. I'm surprised he didn't swing at that. I'm going to go up and in. That has not been working for us today, but I'm going to assume that it does right here. My assumption was completely wrong. And now with absolutely no outs, first and second. We had a chance, but that, did not come to fruition. So come on now. Ground ball, we got to keep it on the infield, truly. We really do. Wow. Wow. We can do better than that. That's not keeping it in the infield. That is going to be a run. And unfortunately, that is going to be a double as well. They're going to send him home, too. Good relay. And they called him safe. Wow, great slide over there. And that is going to be a 2 RBI double for Will Benson. We definitely let that one hanging, and we definitely got punished for it on that one. Glad we actually got the strike there, finally. Let's go. All right, we need to chill out a little bit. It's only 2 runs. Our offense can pick it up. Where was a swing and miss like that on the last couple batters? Apparently didn't want to happen. There's our first strikeout. Let's go. Matt McLean goes down. And too bad that didn't happen sooner. That would have made me extremely happy. But let's be honest here. Some video games are supposed to be torture, and this is one of them. Very nice. Let's go. Fouls that one off. Let's keep going outside with it. Wow. Really bad pitch on that one. And let's go up and in with the fastball one more time. Wow. Is he going to get there? Yeah. No, he won't. And that is just a little duck snorter into the outfield. And, that's rough. But at least we have it set up for a double play here. Jonathan India, I trust you to get me a double play. That's a foul ball, but at least he's keeping it on the ground. That's big for us. But he is not going to swing at something down and out like that. Let's go with the slurve. That looks good. But that is not going to produce a swing. Will the split? It will not, but it will produce a strike. And that's the important thing. Let's hit him with that slurve one more time. Sit down. Or we can get the double play. Can we? No, we cannot. Unfortunately, just a little late over there at first, and that's going to be another run. 3 this inning. We almost had it, but yep, no such luck. Would have been nice to strike him out, but Not necessarily because we want to up our strikeout total, although that would be pretty nice, but because that would have made this a much less pressure situation, and that guy on third would not have scored. But can't have everything you want. Let's go with the split down and out. Let's finish him off. How did he hit that? How did he hit that? I mean, a great play over there. Don't get me wrong, but that ball was in the dirt. Very reminiscent of that one by Vladimir Guerrero. I don't even remember what year that was. That was a long time ago. But still, hey, you know what? 3 runs, we can still work out of this. And when I say work out of this, I did not necessarily mean that we get 5 runs. Holy cow. Let's go. The offense picking us up. And there we go. Great defense at second. That is going to be an out over there at first. 1 pitch, 1 out, and that's great because we're sitting at 64 pitches. He is not going to let us go deep in this game if we don't get out of this one pretty quickly. And I would like to pick up the win. You know what I mean? Those are 2 really good pitches, but just not catching the zone enough. That's better. Thankfully, that's going to be a foul ball, and that'll push it to 2-1. Which means that we don't have to throw something that's just like a get me over, you know? Thankfully, he didn't even swing at that circle change, and we can hit him with the slurve down. Let's finish him off. Sit down, buddy. Yeah, we left that hanging. I wasn't sure if he was going to get there because he took that little kind of stutter step again. But, you know what? You can't argue his offensive production, so I'll take it. Great fastball right there, kind of. Just because it ended up resulting in a strike, not because it was a good spot. And there we go. 0-2 count. What are we going to do? Let's elevate a fastball. Let's have him swing through it and sit him down. Or not. That was way too elevated. But you raised his eye level. So that means we can actually go down and out with the split, and we can get him swinging on this one. Or he'll follow, or he'll follow it off. Pardon me. But let's go. We're getting up there in pitch count. We got to get out of this one. There it is. Thank you. Sit him down. Strike out to end the 4th inning. And despite the fact that, again, we're not necessarily pitching well enough to keep the lead. But unfortunately, we have to face the top of the order now. Kind of gave us trouble in that 1st inning. So let's make sure that we learn our lesson from all the things that, we learned in, facing them in the last 2 at-bats. And let's turn that into a couple strikeouts here. Jake Fraley has been a little rough, too, and I do not want someone with his speed on the base paths. I can't believe he swung at that. We know what to throw him next time we end up facing him, if we do, because, oh no. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, that was a really bad pitch, because I was going to say, if we didn't get the strike on that one, we can go right back with that slurve and try to strike him out, but nope. Hanging pitch for us, but thankfully it results in a ground out. And now we got Will Benson back up. Got lucky on that strike. I wish we could have gotten that spot a couple batters ago, but that is not the case. That was literally the same exact spot. But that just means that I'm happy we ended up getting the first one. He wasn't looking fastball on that one, and now maybe we can get him down in him with that slurve. Same thing that we did on Fraley. And there it is. Not the same exact one, but one that produces a strikeout. 2 down now. We actually get a chance to see this pitch sequence. I know, not necessarily the best thing to go down and out with 2 of them in a row there, but again, it resulted in a strikeout. Very happy about that. Now we got Matt McLean too. He's already struck out once, which means that if we can get ahead in this count, I think we can have some fun here. So let's do it right here with that change. That's beautiful. And like I said, we really need to get way ahead in this count, and this does it. Let's get him with the strikeout with his down and out slurve. Sit him down, baby, on 3 pitches. Goodbye, McLean. So long. That might be the end of our day because we are getting pretty high up there in pitches, but you know what? That's a great way to end it. 1 inning where we just fell like completely off the map. I don't know what the hell happened, but still, not a bad game as Jason Foley comes in to hopefully end up holding this game here. He's already pitched twice in the last 3 games, so He's been doing pretty well. Hopefully he won't give up one of those runs here. Oh, and we literally just hold on. Edwin Diaz picks up his second save of the season, and we barely hang on 5-4. Now again, not the greatest game and greatest stat line to start the season. 5 innings, 3 earned runs. That's rough. 6 hits, 1 walk. Don't want that whip to get up there that high, and a good 4 strikeouts. We're starting to cook by the end of the game. We just need to make sure that we start to get out there and hop on them early and be able to actually establish ourselves in that zone. We always seem to struggle in those first couple innings, so you need to start to learn how to control that. And honestly, the offseason was so quick, and that game went pretty quickly too, that let's simulate ahead and let's play another game. Why not? I'm really looking forward to that. But first, let's work on the velocity of the slurve, up that Ks per 9, and let's hope that that really helps us out in the next game. As we take a lot right there. I think we've only lost 2 all season. And now we have a divisional matchup as we take on the Marlins at home. So let's hope that this lineup can continue to produce the way that they have in the beginning of the season. And let's hope that this pretty decent lineup right here doesn't give us too much trouble. Unfortunately, at the end of last season, it seemed like Arias and Cruz both kind of had our number. So we're going to have to watch out when we get to them at 3 and 5 in the lineup. But there we go. That's a great way to start right there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Thankfully, he had a lot of good speed over there. And almost beat that out. James Wood. Let's go now, buddy. Let's go. We had a couple really good strikeouts against him last season. But again, it's a brand new season. So let's go now. There we go. Another ground out. Only 3 pitches so far. It'd be nice to get a strikeout, though. But I don't know if that's going to happen here against Arias because, again, dude is just a hit machine. Again, I feel like, I hate to say it this way, but I guess a modern-day Tony Gwynn from the perspective of always able to kind of get some contact. You know what I mean? Doesn't really strike out often, and again, finds a way to actually poke the ball through the infield as he ends up poking that one just foul. So maybe we can get him on that changeup again. That'd be really nice. Oof. Thankfully, he ended up fouling that one off. That one could have been bad, but let's go with the slurve. If we could strike him out, that would be huge. I'm not going to lie. There it is. Ooh. That is not a strikeout. That is a liner right up the middle, and that is going to be a base hit. Not what we want to see, but at least we have 2 outs. That's the one good thing. But now we got Berger up. 4-hitter. Always got to watch out for him. I love this guy so much, honestly. Uh-oh. And he loved that changeup right down the middle. Oh! Did he just reach up and grab that? I couldn't tell if he robbed that or not. And since they didn't want to show it, I'll show it to you guys. Did he rob it? No. He did not. But still had to kind of get off the ground to be able to catch that. Really good play, though. Again, warning track power, but thankfully not quite over the fence. So O'Neal Cruz up now. Again, like I said, he had our number last season. Let's make sure that he doesn't have it this season. Because, again, we're going to be facing the Marlins quite a bit. And if we end up facing them ourselves, like it ends up lining up in our spot in the rotation quite a bit, it might be in a little bit of trouble. But let's go. Let's go with the slurve here. Let's finish him off. That is not finishing him off, but at least it is a ground out to the second baseman. So I guess it is an out. We just didn't finish him ourselves, I guess. Either way, it's an out. Let's go. Great pitch to Saunders over there. That is 1 pitch, 1 strike. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. And now, let's jam him up and in. Let's get him to swing goofy at this one. And let's finish him off. There we go. Oof! Almost. Almost picked up that one. But not quite. And now, let's go with that split down and out. Let's see if we can get him to swing at this one and finish him off. There it is, baby. First strikeout of the game. Saunders goes down on 3. And now we got Troy Johnston. Let's go. He's hitting 258 so far this season. I know it's a very young season, don't get me wrong, but still, not too bad, especially out of the 7-hole. Thankfully, he did not take that one as far as he probably should have. Well, let's go. Fastball. Oh, that is going to be a ground out to the first baseman. That was quick. I thought that was going to be a foul ball, but thankfully for us, That's going to be another out, and that is the end of the second. Still a nothing game, but again, we're pitching pretty damn well. It'd be nice to kind of start to dominate a little more with the strikeouts. But again, it's not too bad. By the way, I wonder why we ended up getting 26 this season. Who ended up taking our other number? Either way, nice little pop out to center field. That's going to be one quick out. And now we got 9-hitter Victor Caratini. Let's see if we can get a quick out here too. Because again, don't get me wrong, it would be rough to face 2, 3, 4 in the next inning. But again, this could be a dangerous part of the lineup if he ends up getting on base. I feel much more confident facing that part of the order with no one on than with a couple guys on, right? I feel like a lot of you guys would agree too. There we go. Ooh, ground out to the third baseman. I thought maybe that was going to go foul, but no. Great play over there, and that's 2 quick outs. And now we got Willie Castro up yet again. Let's see if we can get another quick out on him. And that is not the case. That's okay. 1-0 count. Got to just keep it down. He does have some speed, so if he hits it softly, we're going to have to make sure that someone has the arm to be able to throw. Let's be smart now. We got Berger up. He hit to the warning track last time. So again, we can't leave anything hanging this time. We need to make sure everything is in the zone, but below the thighs. There we go. That's a good pitch right there, thankfully. And we get our first strike of the at-bat. Oh, yikes, that's rough. Is he going to go? He is? Boom, we get him right there. That is a huge play right there. And now we have a chance to get a double play right here and get out of this one. But it's a 3-1 count, so we shouldn't bank on that. We need to throw strikes like that one right there, which is going to be, thankfully, leisurely caught over there in right field. And what looked to be a really menacing situation has turned into something pretty decent. I mean, it sucks to have a base runner on, don't get me wrong, but you know what? 2 outs, we're going to be fine right here. Got an 0-1 count on Cruz. Keep throwing it out. He's going to swing at it, except for on that one. But let's pretend that didn't happen. Oh, we got him on that slurve. Do you think we can do it again? I'm not going to bank on it. Let's go with the split down. Sit him down, buddy. No, he doesn't swing. So let's try that slurve again. Why not? Oh, no. We left that hanging. But thankfully, we get bailed out on that one. And that is another scoreless inning, thankfully. But we really need to limit the hits, especially early in the inning, too. 2-out hits aren't necessarily great, but I prefer them over no-out hits. So let's go, though. We got the bottom of the order coming up now. 6, 7, 8, and that is going to be a ground out to the second baseman. And hopefully this is going to be a pretty quick one again. Let's see what Johnston can do against us. Hopefully nothing too good. Hopefully we can get a strikeout here because it has been a while. Been a real while. Great pitch right there. But he didn't swing at it, and it just missed the zone. It's a good call on his part. I'm not gonna lie, but I wish we could have gotten that. And now that turns into a 2-1 count. Unfortunately, we need to go with the fastball here. I don't know what he was looking for, but swung a little bit early. Let's go with the changeup again. I don't think he's gonna hit down and out. There it is. Wow, he didn't even swing at it. So let's go with the slurve. Let's finish him off on that. He may look fastball. Do it. Well, he wasn't. And that's going to just drop in. A little bloop single right there. And now we got a guy on first with 1 out. But, thankfully for us, we have the 8-hitter up. Let's produce a ground ball right here. Or get a strikeout. One or the other, I am okay with it. We just need one of them to happen. Great pitch. Let's go down and out again with the fastball. I was thinking about going up and in, but again, I really would like a ground ball. I think that would produce a line out, potentially. Okay, we can't walk the 8-hitter. That's the thing. There we go. Beautiful right there. And at least we get it to a full count. Let's try to finish him with the slurve. Let's sit him down. No, we don't. That is just down, unfortunately, and he doesn't swing at it either. First walk allowed, and now we got first and second with 1 out. Not the spot we want to be in, especially at the bottom of the order, threatening to get back to the top. And we just need to relax, honestly. We're out of the stretch. We're gonna be okay. See? Okay. And don't look at me on that one, man. You should be looking back at the umpire. Nope. That is a 4-pitch walk as we get back to the top of the order. Okay. We're relaxing here. We're chill. It's okay. We produced 2 ground outs from Castro today. So let's get a third right here. We need to make it happen. But we need to get a ball in the zone. He's not going to swing if we don't. And there's great evidence right there of that. Keep going, fastball. There we go. I can't believe he swung at that, thankfully. Especially because we've been wild. Let's finish him with that. There we go. No. That is a foul ball. But he saw down and in. Let's go down and out. Finish him off. He swung at a... Well, no. That other pitch was better. Let's go fastball. He's not going to swing at that either. Okay. I'm going to trust the split here. There we go. That is going to be a double play ball. Oof. Almost. Almost botched that right there. And despite just a horrible inning from us, just all around, we ended up getting bailed out by the double play. Really, really good job by them. Look at this. Flipped it a little high. Oh, maybe he was just being a little showboaty. Either way, we get out of it. And you would think the offense would reward us with a run. That's not the case, though. That's okay, though. We just need to not walk anyone anymore. I will not be happy if we give up hits, but I can accept giving up hits. I can't accept giving up walks. Dude, that's beautiful. James Wood, what are you looking for here? What are you looking for? You're not looking for the slurve, I'll tell you that for a fact. Done. No! It's alright, get over there. Come on. No, we don't. I don't know what happened. Did we stumble or something like that? And no, that's going to be a base hit. And unfortunately, that brings up Arias again. Steal on a fastball. And he ends up being safe there. So again, very reminiscent of that first inning where they end up stealing and getting out of the double play situation. Really great slurve right there, and that's another ball. 2-0. Rough. He swings at that one for some reason. And we're just going to continue to feed it on the outside because he is not hitting those at all. And he's swinging at him too. Finish him off here. There we go. That's going to be a foul ball though. That's okay. Finish him with the split. Yet again. Sit him down. Let's go. It's a drop third, but hey, that's all right. That's going to be an out right there. Arias goes down on strikes. So let's make sure we get the strikeout on Berger as well. We don't really have a chance for a double play here, so not like we can really fish for that per se. There we go. We're looking really good. Did he go? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one because you know why? Here comes the slurve down and out, and this would be strike 3. Or that's just going to be a base hit. Oh, they're going to send him. They're going to send him. And they're going to allow him to score. That's rough. And unfortunately, that is going to be the first run of the game. And that's rough. That's okay, though. It's all right. If we can get a double play here, that would be nice. We can get out of the inning. And hopefully, the offense can put something up. Really good pitch right there. Hopefully, we can continue to live in the bottom of the zone. Just like that. Cruz ain't hitting that. And let's finish him off with the slurve. Goodbye. If he would have swung, he does not. But seeing that down and out, or down and in, allows us to go down and out. And yes, he did. Sit him down, baby. 2 outs. And now we got Saunders. It's maybe the last batter of the game because we are getting tired. And Coach does not like to leave us in after we start to get tired. But we have a chance to put in a nice quality start right here if we can get Saunders out. If. We're not going to do it on things like that. And unfortunately, you're not going to get him over there either. That means we need to go fastballs now. Let's go down the middle. There it is. Let's go. Fastball down the cock. Let's go. Let's go with this changeup now. There it is. There we go. Foul ball. We work it to a full count. And now, I know we don't have much confidence in it, but let's finish him with that slurve. That's why you got to have confidence, baby. Get him out. Beautiful. I know we gave up the 1 run. That's rough because now we are in a little bit of a deficit. We could have 6 hits too, man. That's rough. But hopefully we can end up picking up a run or 2 here. But unfortunately, not quite enough to be able to allow us to win the game. 3-0. Not much we could have done there. Even if we would have kept it a 0-0 game when we came out, we're going to end up losing. But unfortunately for us, that means that we end up picking up the loss there. So we start the season 1-1, 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, unfortunately, only 3 strikeouts, but only 1 run. Quality starts, despite the fact that we gave up a lot of hits and a couple walks, but still not too bad. Still enough to be able to keep us up in the MLB. So maybe we should have just called it after 1. But that's okay, though. We end up picking up that loss, but we're sitting at 6-3 on the season. Our next series is going to be against Los Angeles, who is 6-4 right now. But it doesn't look like we're going to pitch until we end up getting to the Saturday game against Houston. So that's going to be something fun to look forward to. And then we're either going to take Game 1 of Seattle or Game 3 against Arizona. A couple pretty tough opponents coming up. It looks like everyone's going to be over 500. It's early in the season. Can't really judge it based on that. But still, some pretty good teams. Hopefully we can up our strikeout total. And hopefully we can pick up a couple more wins and lower our ERA. It's kind of funny. We ended up lowering our ERA on the game that we ended up losing. But either way, still, any way we can lower it, right? But hopefully we can end up going out there winning against the Dodgers. And hopefully this early season success can continue to go through the first couple of months. And hopefully by All-Star break, we could potentially be in the lead in the NL East. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time against Houston.